Hi everybody, it's April. Hello, hello. It's Jude's anniversary week. Happy anniversary to Hey Jude Cards. It's her 1 year anniversary and she sent some of us some items to work with. You saw a digi image at the beginning there. This is a stamp set of some pit bulls by Jessica Lynn Originals. That is my Kaiser there. It just reminded me so much of this stamp with the little dog with his ear up. I'm going to use some Express It card and get stamping. This is me and Kaiser. And another image of Kaiser. He's mostly white with some brown spots. I'm going to do my best to try and color up this image to look like Kaiser. And I'll play some music here in a few minutes as I'm coloring. The Copic markers I used will be listed on the screen. All products used in the video will be listed down below. So take a moment and check the description when you get time. Also, stay tuned in the video to hear a little bit about today's giveaway. And here we go. We're going to start coloring. Again, I'm using the Express It cardstock. It's Copic safe, and I think Copic actually makes the paper. So I went a little out of frame here, but I will come back into frame in just a moment, and then the music will begin. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for sticking around as I continue to put this card together. I just wanted to share some information with you about the giveaways. There will be 2 winners that are eligible for a digi image you saw at the beginning of the video of the rescue stamp. Also, 1 Simon Says stamp kit is available. That is today's giveaway. It is the Brushstrokes kit from Simon Says Stamp, and it was from October 2017. All you have to do is be subscribed to Jude's channel and my channel. And please, if you wouldn't mind, take a look at all the other participants today. If you'd like to know what their channels are, what their names are, some of them are on Instagram. All of that information will be listed below. And just leave a comment and let me know what your pets' names are, or if you have any pets that are important to you. That'll be your entry into the giveaways. Okay, so this is the end of this card, and if you'd like to stay tuned, I have a little bonus project making a coloring book for my grandchildren. Thank you so much. This is the rescue image that you can win. It is a digi stamp. Here are some of the others that you can find in Jude's Etsy shop. I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop below, but this is all printed on Michael's cardstock, and you also saw a piece of the copy paper. You can blow these images up, and you can also add more than 1 image to your printing. So what I did is took a whole bunch of the images from her digi shop that I purchased, and I printed some on copy paper, just really thin copy paper, and this one here is on Michael's. And I just wanted to show you a variety of things you could use. I'm using my Caterpillar Pro to cut these images down, and I'll use these at another time on a card front. So I cut them down to about 5 by 4 1/4, and then I'll cut this larger one down to ultimately be a 6 by 6. So I just wanted to again show you some variety of what you can do with digi images, pending what kind of, even if you don't have cardstock, really good cardstock to put through the printer, here is some copy paper, and I'm just going to cut the image off of the copy paper, cut it down, and use some tape adhesive to adhere it to the Michael's Recollection cardstock. So you'll see me doing that here. I'm just going to adhere it down so it is a little bit thicker of a base and attached to the nicer quality cardstock. So I'll use my bone folder just to smooth that over, and then I'm going to go in and do some Copic coloring. I'll play some more music for you while I'm doing that, and then we'll chat back here in a minute. Thanks so much for watching. This was my first time working with digital images, and I must say I really had a lot of fun. These images are drawn out in such a way that you know where the shading goes, and just so cute. I just really, really adore these images. So anyhow, I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of inspiration on how you can use some digital images, how you can use, a different variety of ways of printing them, large, small, multiples, big or, card front size. So again, we're going to come back to this image here in a few minutes. We're going to move on to a project I wanted to make for my grandkids. It's not necessarily a coloring book, but I did take some of that Michaels cardstock, and it's 8.5 by 11. And I went to my computer, I printed off one of the digis there of the dog coming out of the pumpkin. I added some personal text made by Grandma and to Isabel and Logan, my grandchildren's names. So it's not necessarily a coloring book, but it'll be an activity book at the end. So what I did is just cut a 2.5-inch spine, and I'm going to basically score that down the center to give a little bit of leeway. So when I adhere these two panels, in a sense, making a folder. So you'll see that here as I go along. And yep, then I remembered, I need to put a little score mark down the center. So I'm doing that here, and then I'll adhere it to the spine. And it's a little tricky. What I'm doing is lining it up on my Stampin' Up! Grid sheet. It is 16 inches across in width. So I'm kind of using the 0 marker indicator in the center to give me a guideline there. Trying to line them up as even as possible, giving me a little bit of a room in the middle where they're not touching. Sorry about my fuzzy hair there. So I'll just take a bone folder and adhere that, and then we're going to kind of crease that and give it a nice press with the bone folder. So there you see our little folder, and now we're going to make a pocket. So I'll do that on both sides in the end. The pocket, you got to keep in mind though, when I printed the images, the digi images, they are the same size as the cardstock. So in the end, I didn't give enough room for these pockets as far as the width. Technically your folder, the outside should be larger than, the images you're going to put inside. So I did have to trim down the printed images from the digital images on the copy paper, but that was fine. There was plenty of give, and also, this is for the kids to color. So they are ages 5 and 3. So I wanted to give as much, coloring surface as possible. You could obviously do this a little bit nicer. You could use, your covers could be colored, they could be laminated. You could do a variety of things. But so basically I just trimmed this down, putting score tape on only 3 sides. So there's a pocket. But I'm showing you there, that's not going to fit. So we'll have to trim all of those down. Now I did wind up taking them over to my Caterpillar Pro and cut them down off camera. And then we'll come back and you'll see that I've made, I'm sorry, it is on camera. So I did trim all of these down a little bit. I had to trim them down more than that. And I also had to trim down on both sides, so the width and the length of these, so they would fit properly. And I just made multiple images so the kids could, not fight. They wouldn't fight over anything. So here's both pockets. I'm going to insert the coloring pages on the right, and also on the left is going to be a little spot for some stickers. And then we're going to cut back to what I'm going to do with that image we made. So yay me, I made a little folder. Thought I'd share that with you. Back to this, I'm going to turn this into a card. I already have 2 cards for the grandkids for Halloween, so those are also going to be sent with this activity folder, but I wanted to send one to my daughter and her fiance. We have their wedding coming up in November. I'm excited for that. But so yeah, I just wanted to show you I'm using an Avery L die here. It's a frame die. And I'm just going to, cut this out and use that on my card front. So again, just starting out with copy paper, printing this digi image up. And this is what it's going to turn into. So there's a lot you can do. I really learned a lot. by doing this video. Thank you so much, Jude, for asking me to participate in the hop. I am so excited for you and just honored and blessed to be your friend and have gotten to know you over the year. And so, yeah, thank you so much. I really did actually learn a lot trying to figure out how to work with digital images. So I appreciate that and the lesson I've learned. So really excited. I'll be looking forward to more digital images in the future. Again, I'll leave Jude's Etsy shop information link below. Don't forget, guys, that you can enter to win the Simon Says Stamp Card Kit of October 2017. And also 2 of my subscribers, Jude has gifted us 2 digital images, which would be the rescue stamp. So it has a variety of animals on the front. It's not just pit bull related. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching my video today. I hope that you will check the description below for all the other people joining in on the hop, and also on Instagram there's going to be some participants if you'd like to check that out. So I'm just heat embossing the happy fall y'all sentiment from my Neat and Tangled stamp set, and I will adhere everything to this card front. So just taking this little scrap piece of paper here I cut out from, I think it was a Tim Holtz. That plaid paper there was from actually a Halloween kit, but I like the colors. I thought it looked like fall related. I will pop up the image of the dog in the set of leaves, and that is going to be my second card. So again, thank you so much for watching. And if you guys, you know, like I said, if you have a minute, please take a second to check out the description below for a lot more information. I appreciate your time today, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful week. I'm just going to finish this card off with some Nuvo drops. I use some white crystal and also the green, and I let that sit overnight to dry. So that is it. I really appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. Thanks so much, and have a great day.